loved this movie. Absolutely loved it.
Thanks, Joe.
The connection between Peter and his father really hits home to me.
Okay.
Mainly because me and my dad went to go see the other Guardians, and he has never seen a comic book movie in his life, and he loved it. And now he can't wait for this movie, so I can't wait to take him again to see it.
That's amazing.
For Star-Lord, he's kind of a scoundrel, but he goes through this emotional journey.
Yeah.
How is it playing that?
As an actor, you just really have to relish opportunities to go on an emotional journey like this in the character that you're playing. It was great. It was great. I felt safe. I felt like I was in a safe place. I implicitly trust James, and the parts there are parts that are easier than others in playing this character, and parts that are harder than others. And the whole time I felt like loved and supported, and it was great. I had a great time.
So this is Peter's big emotional journey. What do you think, personally, what do you think is next for Peter? Like, obviously, going back to Earth might be a thing because, it's some unfinished business, I guess, there.
Yeah. We haven't seen the Guardians on Earth yet, and but I think story-wise, what's beautiful about this, the potential of the Guardians of the Galaxy to go on and make several volumes, is that you can explore space. You can expand outward. You don't have to fold in on yourself the way sometimes comic book movies will or superhero movies will. You get to further explore. And I think there's a ton of untapped potential in all of the relationships between the Guardians. We've now figured out the full origin of Peter Quill. Sure. We know who his mother is and from where he came. We know who raised him. We know who his biological father is by the end of this movie. This is all stuff that we've learned about Peter Quill, but there's a lot more to learn about Quill and all of the other Guardians of the Galaxy. And I could spitball, but there's a lot of potential there to do this for a long time.
Well, let's spitball for a second. Where would you like to see Peter Quill go in either Volume 3 or in Infinity War?
Well, I'm curious to see what would happen if Peter Quill went home to his home planet. I'm curious to see what kind of trouble he got in relationship-wise before he met Gamora. I'm curious to see just who he's screwed over in his life to get where he is. I'm curious to see what his behavior as a Ravager has done and how that will karmically resonate through the cosmos and come back to him. I want to see him as a father figure to Groot. I want to see him. I love that. There's a lot more. Those are just a few ideas right off the top of my head.
That's awesome. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
One thing I'm a huge fan of too that you're in is Jurassic World.
Yeah.
What can we see from you? Can you tell me anything about Jurassic World?
Oh man, J.A. Bayona, that filmmaker?
Yeah.
He's a remarkable filmmaker. If you haven't seen The Impossible or A Monster Calls, he's really a master of visually very masterful, really deep emotions and suspense. And I think it's going to be a scarier version, a little bit darker, and will continue to expand and carry the story forward in a way that is really unexpected and you wouldn't have imagined.